I'm Rick Davis, Managing Shareholder for Elliott Davis DeCosimo. As a firm, we're committed to making a positive impact on our people, our clients, and our communities. We believe one of the best ways to do this is through looking for new and better solutions, by being innovative. That's why we're very proud to sponsor the Innovator Award, and we applaud this year's recipient for continually seeking to make our community better.
I had been a news reporter for the Greenville News for 27 years and loved it. Fully intended to retire as a news reporter. They asked me if I would start writing about religion. And so a lot of times what I would do when I changed beats is I would go study some. And I started looking around for comparative religion degree, and Furman didn't have one and Clemson didn't have one. And so I ended up in a seminary. And I purely went down there just to study more about what I was writing about or going to be writing about for the religion beat. And when I got there, it was like, oh my gosh. And that was just a turnaround. And so we ended up going into ministry. It was very difficult. We had 3 children, either in college or heading to college. We were 2-career, 2-salary family. So no, it was a huge decision. And then, of course, when I got to Triune, it was so horrible those first few years that I thought I was going to quit. I'd go into one of the restrooms, there'd be crack pipes, liquor bottles all over the property, the fighting, the cursing, the ripping phones out of the wall. I mean, it was just sort of Wild West. And I just was sure that I was not going to be able to make it here. And I felt very strongly that if I could not succeed in this pastorate, if I could not love the people here, I did not deserve to go to another church. I hired a 6'2" former paratrooper from the 82nd Airborne and a British engineer from Floor. And the 3 of us just began a nebulous, fuzzy plan to offer all those people eating in our soup kitchen a way to get off drugs and alcohol. Because we'd look out over that soup kitchen and just say, everybody in here is addicted or mentally ill. It turns out it was also the case. But I felt like if we did not offer them a way out of addiction and homelessness and mental challenges when possible, we weren't living up to what we should be doing. Hot food and coats weren't going to change anybody's life. And so we just, started sort of raising that bar on behavior. And it was a long, slow, tedious process, but finally behavior started changing. And then people started sort of taking ownership, and that this is our church, this is my church, and no, we don't act like that here. I had another pastor in here one day, and he said, what I saw when I was at Triune was just several things. And one was that God gave you your personality before He called you to this work. And that was so freeing. So it's like, oh my goodness. So I can just be who I've always been, but now I'm just going to do something different. But I don't have to be somebody different. And that was hugely freeing for me.